By now, most Americans know that there is an agenda to destroy born and raised Americans. You and I, they don't have a job for us. There's 95 million Americans out of the workforce. We have to survive on our own. But when we make a decision to try to survive on our own, we have men like this, Sundar, who works apparently for a foreign country. He makes $200 million. He came to America and we were pretty generous with him. We put him in control of the most powerful company in America, Google. We rewarded him with $200 million, and how does he pay us back? Well, he spits in our face. And today we're going to go over the body language of these people. Actually, I'm not even sure I can call them people or humans. I don't really know what they are, but this is going to be the easiest body language video I've ever done. Just think about it. They hand over $200 million to you. Your body language is going to be very, very clear. You're going to be extremely happy. Yes. I'm going to show you the pictures of the people. The executives of the United States of America. The big smile on their faces. Yes. Pretty simple, isn't it? The government hands over $200 million to you. You smile and say, yes, sir. Now, the American veterans, the ex-military men who have no jobs, our body language is a little different. We have our head down. We have no dental plan. Okay, let's go to the next one. Her nose is up in the air. Body language pretty clear. If you saw her paycheck, your nose would be up in the air also. And you would be looking down at me. That's what you have here. You have her nose in the air, arrogance, hubris. Her chest is out. She's mighty. I am woman. I am walking across the whatever. My smile is huge. My paycheck is big. Look at me. Look at me. That's the body language of the people who are persecuting American veterans. Yes, they have all the money in the world, but they don't want American veterans to have that money. I told you this is going to be the easiest body language video out there. American veterans with no job and no dental plan, yes, our head is down. We are suffering. But their nose is up in the air. Oh, they have big smiles on their face. Trust me, they have a dental plan. Yes, everybody in the White House has a huge dental plan. They're extremely happy. Their nose is in the air, but us military veterans who have no dental plan, oh yeah, our head is down. We are solemn. We are suffering. We are persecuted. But if you were born in Egypt and you have a big government job, of course you're going to have a big smile on your face. Like to see her paycheck. Her paycheck is huge compared to, well, us military veterans who have no job, have no dental plan. You see, this is what body language is about. You have them and you have us. Of course they're going to have a big smile on their face. Even the Chinese spies. They even let Chinese spies get involved with these government people. Oh, they're all the rage. They're happy. They're arrogant. They have money in the bank. But us military veterans with no dental plan, well, it's a little different. We're a little down on our luck. Yes, they jump off the airplane and their $1,000 Gucci purses, their custom-made outfits. It's all the rage to be rich and powerful and famous in the White House. And yes, they have a dental plan. The body language is so easy to read on these elite scum, globalist bastards who are spitting on the American veteran. Americans should be ashamed of themselves. But they're not, because Americans have their head in their cell phone. These people even have $130,000 to pay hookers and strippers to keep their mouths shut. It doesn't worry that the military man doesn't have a dental plan. Just make sure that Stormy has a good dental plan. The body language as they touch the global orb. They put their hand on the orb. They're so proud of themselves. Their nose is in the air. They have a dental plan. They're very happy with themselves. Us American veterans, not so much. That's the story of America. It's a sad, sad story, but it has to be told nonetheless. They will even go over and kiss the Pope's ring and kiss whatever else. They'll go to India. They'll outsource American jobs. They'll literally go and laugh their ass off in India as they outsource the jobs just to make sure that that man who was in the military, when you get out, you're not going to have a job because the robot's going to replace you, so you can keep your head down. Keep your head down. Yes, sir. Apparently, I'm not the only one upset with Google and YouTube. They even have a petition now. The petition they want to get 25,000 names, and I think they almost have it. They want to fire Susan Wojcicki. Yes. Now, to be honest with you, how YouTube and Susan treat the 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old teenagers who make videos on YouTube, that's neither here nor there to me. What concerns me is how Susan, Google, YouTube, Facebook, and all the rest of the bastards treat the American veterans, ex-military men and women who put their life on the line for their country. That's what concerns me. And I'm willing to put my foot down. I'm willing to say enough is enough. Susan Wojcicki. It's time that you stopped persecuting American veterans. So let's get right to the story. Apparently, an American veteran like myself, when I open my mouth and I say, oh, my brothers and sisters don't have a dental plan, apparently, to Google and YouTube, I don't deserve to get paid those little pennies. No. Your little video, you American veteran bastard child, your little video is not suitable for our advertisers. You see, our advertisers don't like military men or women, apparently. So we have to document that these social media giants who have a monopoly on everything, it wouldn't be too bad if they didn't have a monopoly on it. If I could go somewhere else and upload my videos and get pennies for my work, I would go there. But they have a monopoly on it. They are almost like a public service or a public utility now. They're the only game in town. Like I say, a monopoly. So I'm going to give Google and I'm going to give YouTube and Susie Wojcicki, I'm going to give you a friendly piece of advice. Stop persecuting ex-military men, American veterans. Stop pissing on my head. Let me be as clear as I can here, YouTube. Susie, you see, you did not put your life on the line for this country. I know you didn't. You're too good for that. You don't get to be the CEO of YouTube by going to the military. No. I went to the military. I put my life on the line, and now you say my videos are not suitable. And I have a question for you, Susie and YouTube. Why is it that military men are not good enough to make money on YouTube? Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. When you look at your $100 million paycheck tonight, you think about us veterans. And that goes for your boss at Google also, who made $200 million. This bastard made $200 million in 1 year, and he doesn't want to pay American veterans? If this doesn't make Americans want to violently hurl, then nothing will. It was just a few days ago that Donald Trump tried to convince America that we needed a military parade. I believe he saw one over in France, and like a little petulant child, he said, oh yes, I want one. But no one told him that at least in France, they have a universal basic health care for everybody, including the soldiers who would put their life on the line fighting for France. Yes, I know it's hard to believe. The ex-military, the veterans of France do have a basic dental plan. It's time to call out the Donald Trump regime For on days like this, when we find out that the VA Secretary Shulkin, who has a loyalty to a foreign power no less, he takes a trip to Europe on the American taxpayer's dime. And we keep on seeing this over and over and over. So yes, today is the day that we call out the Donald Trump regime for wasting money. But yet, we have millions and millions of American veterans who put their life on the line for their country. They wore the uniform proudly, and yet they do not have a basic dental plan. Americans should be ashamed of themselves. But today we're going to focus on the Donald Trump regime and how much money they waste. So I have a very simple question. What is more important? What was more important to the American people? That Donald Trump and Ivanka and Jared go to the wall and pledge their allegiance to a foreign power? Or take care of American soldiers? Well, I think Donald Trump showed us what was more important. Apparently, to the Trump regime, it was more important to go over and put their hand on the wall and show allegiance to a foreign power. Again, while millions and millions of American veterans who put their life on the line for their country and they wore their uniform proudly have no dental plan. So I ask you, what was more important for the American empire? That Vice President Pence waste millions and millions of dollars to go over and put his hand on the wall and pledge his allegiance to a foreign power? How many millions of dollars did they waste on these foreign trips? Again, while millions and millions of Americans who serve their country proudly have no dental plan. But wait, it gets worse. Donald Trump's own secretary, Munchkin, and his evil Darth Vader wife, back in August, actually took a trip to Fort Knox on the taxpayer's dime to see the solar eclipse. Yes, apparently to take the taxpayer's money and take a trip to Fort Knox so you can see the solar eclipse. This is more important than the millions and millions of Americans who served their country, wore the uniform proudly, but yet they have no dental plan. And of course it does get worse. The sweatshop princess herself, Ivanka Trump, took a trip to India to outsource more American jobs. I mean, yes, they're now in your face with it. Can you imagine how much money, American taxpayer money, that this princess wasted going to India to outsource more American jobs? They are literally in your face with it. And trust me, it cost millions and millions and millions of dollars for her to prance over there, the sweatshop princess, shake hands with Modi, say, yes, the robots are here, the American worker be damned. And yes, you guessed it, this trip was more important than the American veterans. As long as the robot and Modi and Ivanka get their big face in the spotlight, that's all that matters. They could care less about the millions and millions and millions of American veterans who do not have a basic dental plan. So we are just going to document for future generations, when they look back at this evil system where the executives, all the Donald Trump executives, the people at the top of the agencies, waste taxpayers' money. Donald Trump even wanted to waste millions and millions of dollars on a damn military parade. A damn parade when the soldiers, when they get out of the military, the American veterans do not even have a basic dental plan. As VA Secretary Shulkin takes a European trip to go over and watch tennis, please, Wimbledon, a tennis trip on the American taxpayer dime as American veterans are suffering. Please, I wish I was making this shit up. This is literally the twilight zone of America. The American people of the future generations will look back on these idiots and say, how in the hell did we let it happen? That's what I'm here to ask you today. How in the hell did Americans let this happen? That our most precious asset, our American men and women who put their life on the line for their country, and yet we don't have the decency to give them a basic dental plan. Come on, please. Just thinking about this, I want to throw up. I want to violently puke. Just thinking about it.
So, how does the fascist government work? As American military soldiers put their lives on the line, the international banker executives at the top take European trips on the taxpayer's dime. So, let me see if I have this straight. The great American empire and the VA system does not have enough money to give the American veterans a basic dental plan, but they do have enough money to send their executives to Europe on the taxpayer's dime.